Welcome to the Dance Studio Empire podcast business series. This podcast is about building your studio empire, whatever that is for you, whether you're just getting started or striving to hit the elusive $1 million mark. This business series will give you the confidence and know-how you need to transform your studio and give you the business you've always wanted. So sit back and get ready to build your dance studio empire. I am really confident that if I get the right family or the right dancer into my studio, they will sign up. I'm really confident that my teachers will run the class and the new dancer who is there will feel so welcome and at ease that they will sign up. So I ask you, do you have that confidence? Now, I'm not sitting here to be all cocky, but I'm this confident because we strategically market to potential families who will be happy with what our studio offers. So we essentially pre-qualify all inquiries or all the people before they step foot through our studio doors. And even if they do slip past our marketing, which of course can happen, and they do reach out for more information, I can tell from their questions and the language that they use whether we are right for them or not. And if it's determined that we aren't, we will very happily redirect them to another local studio that will suit them better. And I can tell you, we certainly do not have a shortage of studios in our area. So it's easy. And I'm really happy to do that. So welcome to this episode of Dance Studio Empire, the business series. This podcast is about building your studio empire, whatever that is for you, whether you're just getting started or you're striving to hit a huge $1 million mark, whatever it is. This business series will give you the confidence and know-how you need to transform your studio and give you the business that you've always wanted. Now, in the last episode, I talked about the only 4 things that you need to do to get your studio empire thriving. Whether you're starting out or whether you're ready to take your studio to the next level, these 4 things become your base thoughts to every action, decision, and strategy that you implement within your studio. The first thing you need to do, we spoke about in the last episode, was attracting the right people. And then once you've done that, you need to show them exactly why they need to come and try a class at your studio. You want to entice them to come, because if you don't already, you are going to be just as confident as me that once you get them through the doors, they will want to enroll. But you want to make it an easy yes for these potential families, like a no-brainer for them to book in. Okay, you've spoken to them, they trust you because you've appealed to them through your branding and your marketing. So you've got them. You've 50% there. All right. Be really aware not to scare them off with too much information. Don't overwhelm them or come across intimidating with expectations, and this is what it will be, and this is obviously, yes, you need to let them know your expectations, but right then and there, you are still in a trust developing stage. So you want to be welcoming and genuinely excited to meet them, which I know for a lot of you sounds like common sense, but I can tell you there are a lot of people that when speaking on the phone, they don't seem genuinely excited to meet them. I'm so grateful for every phone call that comes in. I'm so grateful for every inquiry that comes through still to this day. So I encourage you, if you don't think you're genuinely excited, try and do that in your voice. It will make a difference. Okay, so how do you make this invitation enticing? I want you to think about that perfect family for you and exactly what's going to fit in right with your studio. And now think about what those families would appreciate or benefit from. Okay, so for us, our families, they really appreciate being able to come in for a free trial before they enroll for the year. Now, free trials for us, we have always done free trials. For me, it's always been a no-brainer because it does not cost me to have an extra child in the class. Okay, that's how I've always looked at it. There was a time when it was frowned upon to have free trial lessons. I think it seems to be switching a bit. It seems to be a lot more studios are now offering it. You smart people, well done. But of course, if it's not for you, that's fine as well. But our families really appreciate that. It's also almost that clincher of that last bit of trust. Come and try it because, and this is the language that we use, the conversation. Come and try the class. I think she's going to love it. I think he's going to love it. I think they are going to love it. But I want you to be sure. I want you to be sure before you commit. And it's like, that is so powerful because you're putting that power back in their hands, the parents, the potential parents' hands. My people also really love and appreciate anything that is free or a bonus. And let's be honest, who doesn't? I still love a free thing too. So, for example, right now, it's during our VIP enrollment period, anyone who registers gets a free t-shirt. We've got commemorative t-shirts coming out. They're awesome for next year. They can start wearing them already, and people are already talking about them. And they see them and they're seeing the new re-enrollments wearing them, the staff are wearing them, and people are excited. Maybe for you, you might not have a free t-shirt. It might be bring a friend for free or a sibling discount, or maybe even just an invitation to a workshop or an audition for your elite team. Again, it depends on what your perfect family looks like and the things that they are going to love and appreciate. I want you to ensure you highlight what makes you different different as a studio compared to others in your area. Now, I know I am in a saturated area, so I do appreciate what that feels like. But you just have to stay in your own lane and run your own race. Be very clear about who you are as a studio and show this through your marketing. Tell them the different things that you offer. Show them with images, show them with testimonials from parents who are currently at your studio what makes you different. Or even when you're chatting with them on the phone, if you do get to a point where I do encourage you to try and talk on the phone. And I don't like talking on the phone, okay? I'm going to be honest here. Text messaging is the best thing that ever happened in my life. However, I advise you, from a business point, if you can get them on the phone, you're more likely to convince them to come and try. You're more likely to put their mind at ease, to alleviate those worries. So get on the phone. That's what I'm saying. And let them know the different offers that you have or the different programs that you run. Get them excited about the experience that they will have when they come to your studio. Get them as excited as you should be when you're telling them. The goal, as I keep going back to, is to earn their trust. That they are about to entrust you with their most precious asset, their child. And so also they're potentially about to commit a substantial financial and time commitment with you as well. So put their mind at ease by answering these concerns, and they might their concerns, their worries, and let them know that there's no obligation. And if they come and try a class and they don't sign up, don't be dirty with them. I've seen this too. Like, parents, they want to know that they can come and try something for free, as you've told them they can, with no obligation attached. I just want you to think about what it would feel like for you. Put yourself back in this position, Let them come with no pressure. Again, you're empowering the parent to make the decision. Okay, you're not telling them you are telling them this is what the rules are, this is what the expectations are. But essentially you're saying, this is what we have, give it a try. If you're not happy, then we're not the place for you, and that's totally fine. Okay. And I'll go more into that later, but it's just a good way to do this is to consider the journey and what it's going to look like for them once they make that initial inquiry. So whether they submit a form through your website, whether they send you an email, just think about how you can answer these questions, maybe through email series, video, or the old-fashioned phone call, whatever it is. Just think about what it is you can do to give them exactly what they need to make them comfortable to come and try these classes. Because remember, it's going to ooze out of the parents. If the parent's happy and confident and excited, then their child is going to feel that as well. Okay, also, the last thing I just want to add is to give these guys a quick reminder about the trial time or the day or their first class, whatever it is, because you don't want them to miss it. And so for us at the moment, we are getting inquiries and registration inquiries for next year. At the moment, they can't sign up because we're in our VIP period where it's just our re-enrollment time. But as soon as that finishes, that closes in a couple of weeks, all these people who have inquired, they will get an email. They will register straight away because they know they need to lock in a spot to get a spot in the class. But from now to the first week of February when we start back, that's a long time. And there's a very good chance that they're not going to remember. So send them a reminder. If they're anything like me, I genuinely can't even think about tomorrow and remember things that are happening at the end of the week. So help them out. It's only going to benefit you as well. Okay, remember the goal. Attract the right people and entice them to come, because once they're in your doors, you are going to impress the pants off them and they will be asking how to sign up right away. Which brings us to the third thing that you need to do to get your studio empire thriving. And this is what we're going to be talking about in the next episode. I'm going to talk in depth about the most efficient ways to ensure they enroll straight away. But until then, I would love for you to take this week to consider some different ways to entice the right family to come and try a class at your studio. And think about that journey that it would be for them from that initial inquiry through to the first time they walk through your studio doors. And the best way I find to do this is to put yourself in their shoes, but preferably in a different activity. So not dance, because you know it and you know your process so well. I always refer back to the swimming clubs that my daughter has been a part of over the past couple of years, and how for me, I have no idea about the competition swimming world. I didn't know the terminology, I didn't know the expectations, and I had like the feelings I had, the questions I had, the concerns I had were, I had two experiences. I had one club that they did try, but it just didn't really didn't alleviate those things for me or give me the answers that I really needed. And the second club was the opposite of that. They ran their business brilliantly and they alleviated those fears, those concerns, and they answered things that I want. And so I want you to think about what that would be for a new dance family coming in who have no idea about the world of dance. And because although we live and breathe it every day, it consumes us, it doesn't consume them. It's one of probably 20 things they're trying to think about at one time. So be considerate of that. And honestly, it is only going to benefit you by doing that. Okay, that's it. I will see you next week, and I'm going to talk about those efficient ways to sign those students up straight away. Hey studio owner, if you are ready to have classes so full you need a waitlist, an incredible team who are exceptional with your dancers, or simply generate more revenue for your studio, then I want to invite you to join Dance Business Academy. Now, whether you are just getting started or striving to hit the elusive $1 million mark, Dance Business Academy will give you the confidence and know-how you need to transform your studio and build your dance studio empire. Just send me an email to info@danceteachercentral.com and I'll send you through the details.